Hey everyone, welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. In today's episode, we're going to be studying a piece by the career digital illustrator known as wiresandtrees. And in this episode, we're going to be looking at this immense sense of vibrance, and we're also going to explore what it means to discover the Dreamfields. So let's jump right into it. So whenever you first see this work, we're met by the light of 1,000 sunstrands. Your first impression is likely one of awe due to the sheer beauty in the scene before us here. And so one of the first things I noticed, of course, alongside this vivid light, is the impact of space within the composition. We see this quite clearly. There's almost no room for that darker kind of cosmic backing. This, of course, leaves pretty much no place of rest for the viewer's eyes here, and so it just overwhelms and catches your eye instantly. And so another thing you may notice is the sheer amount of layers within this composition. We see this so clearly. This, of course, immerses us within the aesthetic and incredible style of the scene at hand. There's really no doubt that the impact of light is a definitive element of this display. This vibrance just possesses every pixel of this priceless piece, and it just invigorates and excites the visual experience for the viewer here. And so there exists a sense of flow within the composition, and we see this, of course, these constantly and consistently curved forms. You're just not going to miss it here. Of course, this gives even more energy alongside the sense of texture and alongside that immense and vivid vibrance, right? With this in mind, what have we stumbled upon? Welcome to the Dreamfields, a place which morphs to the subjectivity of the one who observes. Within this, we see this lone feminine figure whose form reads rather minimalist, and she appears to kind of just stare at the scene before us. You'll see her gaze draws implied lines towards this vivid red blood. It's hard to say exactly what's going on here, but within this work, I was talking to the original artist, they were trying to create what's called the Dreamfields, or the world of the dreamscape, right? And we see this quite instantly. Every part of this piece is made up of what's called dream matter, and these kind of make up and almost craft the composition before us. Like we said, these sheer amount of layers within the composition alone is going to catch the eye and just leave us speechless. And of course, dream matter really morphs to the subjectivity of the one who is within the dreamscape, and this is quite indicative of dreams, right? We see this instantly. If you've ever had, say, a lucid dream or just a vivid dream in general, you know how it brings up some of the deepest parts of your imagination and just throws you into it. And so things that you're thinking about within your life, whether you're going through good or bad times, it's going to bring it into the dream and it's going to just throw you and make you face it. So I think that's incredibly interesting here. And so due to that nature, the dream matter kind of following the subjectivity of the one who is within the dream, it's kind of like a mirror, if you will. And within this work, we see kind of the psychedelic nature of it, if you will. And so this actually reminded me of Alice in Wonderland, this lone girl who's just looking at this surreal and massive dreamscape. It's just absolutely stunning in every sense of the word. And so our figure, she appears entranced by this. She wonders what exactly is going on. And of course, her very minimalist form is in direct contrast to the sheer amount of detail within the composition before us here. So it's stunning in every sense of the word. So, welcome to the dreamscape. It's about time you've entered the Dreamfields. So the work before us is part of the digital illustration medium of expression. We were talking about just the sheer amount of detail and layering within the work at hand, and you can see this. It is just painstakingly painted and illustrated upon the screen. It's just stunning in every sense of the word, and it was just a blessing to study this. Really hope y'all enjoyed today. If y'all enjoyed today's episode, go check out the original artist, wiresandtrees. Actually just got showcased at Times Square. It's just absolutely stunning, and I'm so proud of this artist doing some amazing work in the world of digital illustration. We talked about so many different things, from the impact of energy, the impact of, different colors, texture, layering within the work at hand, and then, of course, the surreal nature of the dreamscape. Like I said, really hope y'all enjoyed today. If y'all enjoyed today's episode, go check out the original artist. My name is Apollo. This was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.